何にも変わってねえなお前は何にもできねえじゃねえかよ何にも
Alright, so if you haven't been living under a rock like my boy Patrick,
Good morning.
then you have probably realized that the strongest Battlegrounds might be in trouble. Many players are starting to lose their minds. Thousands of people have quit the game, YouTubers have quit the game, and it just feels like the owner of the strongest Battlegrounds does not care about the game anymore. And this all started with the summer updates. So during the summer update, Suryu finally got added to the game along with the crab boss and the new summer map, and during this time, KJ was first introduced to the game as well and gained a lot of hype very quickly. Many players wanted to use KJ, and the owner realized this and promised free KJ if the game went to RDC in September. And pretty much from there, 1 month went by, then 2 months went by, 3 months, and then finally RDC came around the corner and the strongest Battlegrounds won in almost every single category except for one. And because of that, the owner ended up delaying the KJ update again. And keep in mind, the summer update, the crab boss, and Suryu are still in the game and there was no new content at all. And pretty much from there, another 2 months went by, making the total wait time about 6 months until the owner finally posted a trailer about the KJ updates. And this update trailer was actually posted by my friend the Holy Grail on his channel. And 1 week after the trailer was posted, the update finally came out and added a bunch of new stuff like the winter map, free KJ, Child Emperor, and so much more. And shortly after this update released, the owner apologized for the lack of updates and said word for word, bar for bar, "I will make sure this long wait won't be repeated. You can expect updates every 2 or 3 weeks." And as you all know, that was a big lie. After the free KJ update, there was no new update until 5 months later. And this update is the latest one that we have in the game right now, which added the Child Emperor ultimate mode with 1 move, Monster Garou, and a bunch of emotes. And as you all know, it's actually been a little more than a month now since the last update came out, and just like the last 2 times, we haven't got any news, we haven't got any communication from the owner, no sneak peeks or anything like that at all. And as a wise old man once said, history repeats itself. Ever since the owner broke his promise twice, I kinda lost hope in the update. And to be honest with you guys, I'm kind of sad that this game is getting ruined because of no updates and the lack of ownership and stuff like that. I feel like if the strongest Battlegrounds does not get their act together, it's only gonna get worse from here because the game has already lost so much of its player base and more people are quitting the game every single day. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at all the stuff that's coming in the next update that we know so far as well. Alright, so on the strongest Battlegrounds Discord server, we actually only have 1 sneak peek since the last update. So yeah, this one right here is actually for this update, and it's the only one that we have. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is actually low-key kind of fire, bro. Look at that dragon, bro. What? Alright, so a lot of people, when they first saw the sneak peek, they thought it might have been for Suryu since this is Red Dragon. There's also people saying it might be the final hunts for Garou. So there's a lot of people saying a lot of different stuff for this move. But they are all wrong, because this move is actually for somebody that you were not expecting. So ladies and gentlemen, after a few hours of researching, I came to a conclusion that this sneak peek is for the weakest dummy, bro. So as you guys can see, we have a video called the weakest dummy final hunts leak, which was posted 11 months ago by somebody named Uzi. And in this leak, a lot of people like kind of forgot about it, but as you guys can see, the weakest dummy jumps into the air after kicking somebody up, and it looks exactly the same way as it is in the sneak peek that we just saw. So I'm guessing what they did was they, reworked the ending part of this, but bro, this is actually kind of clean, bro. Look at that. The weakest dummy does this, kind of like the final hunts, and then he jumps up in the air with the person, grabs the person, and this is where it's kind of like, identical to the one that we just saw in the sneak peek. And yeah, this is pretty much, I'm guessing, a new counter for the weakest dummy, because the weakest dummy could counter people. Alright, but going back to the first clip, you could kind of see where they got it from, so it looks like they reworked it and stuff like that. So as you guys all know, the weakest dummy being able to fight back has been a very big topic in the strongest Battlegrounds. Like, people were expecting a weakest dummy boss battle and stuff like that, so I'm guessing in the next update, we're going to be getting a new counter move for the dummy, because the only way the weakest dummy could fight back right now is if you M1 him. So a lot of people think using moves is going to make the weakest dummy fight back, and they are wrong. I've actually done videos spending 24 hours, bro. Like, I literally stayed up a full day trying to get the weakest dummy to fight me back. But in case you guys are wondering how it looks like, here we have a video by this guy right here. Alright, so check this out. He goes up to the weakest dummy, punches the dummy, and gets countered. Like, check this out, bro. He literally gets countered by the weakest dummy, and look at his health. His health literally gets drained. Oh my god, that is insane, dude. So it looks like in the next update, we're going to be getting another counter move for the weakest dummy. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how this works, because, like, they might buff it and stuff. And I know this is kind of off topic, but there's actually a bunch of games where you could, like, you know, see what happens when you get countered. So I don't know why the weakest dummy in this game is not the weakest dummy. I don't know what's going on, alright? But the next thing that we know that's coming in this update is this over here, and I'm pretty sure everybody and their mom knows this, bro. But in case you don't, it's pretty much the new death counter rework. So there's going to be a new death counter animation and stuff like that. So this is how it looks like, but there's something more. The way the death counter starts is like this. So you hit the person up, and then you jump up behind them, and then this is where the new one comes in. So they changed it up a little bit, but like I did say, man, this is all we know. Like, there's not been any, like, new leaks. And bro, that's actually kind of crazy because, like, dude, we've been waiting for so long for these updates. I know the last update was like a month ago, but like, bro, that was such a tiny update, bro. It was only one move for, you know, Child Emperor, Monster Garou, obviously, but like, bro, come on, bro. I feel like the thing that kind of makes me more mad is the fact that they don't give us, like, any communication about, like, what's going on. Okay, did he just leave? Bro, why did he leave? It was not that serious, man. Alright, but like I was saying, like, I just feel like them not giving any communication or any, like, you know, words of wisdom to the community, like, it just, like, makes you a little bit more mad, because it just feels like they don't care about the game, they don't care about the community. Like, bro, we've been left in the dark for months. Like, before this update, we literally waited, like, 5 or 6 months, dude. And during this time, there's been no sneak peeks, there's been no, like, you know, words, like, no announcements by the owner, like, literally nothing at all. Like, that's what makes me mad, bro. Like, okay, did he just steal? Oh my god, of course there's a Sonic user trying to steal the kill as well. But yeah, the thing that makes me mad is them just not talking and being, like, you know, giving us clarity and stuff like that. Okay, alright, man. Okay, it looks like we just got death countered. I'm gonna just accept my fate, bro. And a lot of people are saying that, you know, it takes time for them to, like, make mech models because, like, you know, Child Emperor is supposed to be a big robot and stuff, and that doesn't really make sense because look at Heroes Battlegrounds. They had a same mech, but it took them faster. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, like, in Heroes Battlegrounds, they recently updated and added, like, a ultimate mode which has a monster thing. So yeah, like, they literally made that in 1 month, bro. 1 month for that, and they completed it with, like, 2 or 3 different movesets for that one thing, which is pretty insane. So, like, tell me how the strongest Battlegrounds have been working for, like, 7 months now and are not able to finish this off, bro. Like, it makes no sense. Like, obviously, there's, like, probably, like, people not, I don't know, I don't want to make, like, any assumptions, but, like, bro, like, it's getting ridiculous, man. Like, 7 months and they're still working on the same character. Like, come on, dude. And I'm not sure if the devs are noticing, but, like, bro, like, a lot of people are quitting this game, bro. Like, it's just getting to a point where if they don't, like, fix up now, it's gonna get worse. But anyways, bro, I don't want to sound like a Karen or anything like that, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button, hit subscribe, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.